out.
Mothers and fathers and teachers coming to me that, this child has potential.
So I'd like to offer a short mindfulness practice this morning. This is a visualization that helps parents de-escalate themselves in emotional situations with their children. And often that's an important part of positive discipline, taking a positive time out, not withdrawing from your kids, but rather de-escalating your own emotions so that you can interact with your children in a way that is a little bit more positive and connection-oriented rather than biting their head off. So for any mindfulness practice, you want to find a comfortable seated position. Some people practice lying down, and I just like to sit in a chair with my hands on my lap, my feet on the ground, legs not crossed. And the first thing that you're going to notice is just your body in the chair and your feet on the floor. And you're going to bring your awareness to your breathing in and out your nose. And notice your breath as it goes into your body. It expands your chest and then expands your belly as your diaphragm moves down to take in the air. And for this practice, we can close our eyes since it's a visualization. And this is mindfulness, so it's not like your thoughts are going to stop or you're not going to be able to hear things. You're still going to be fully aware of your environment. Your awareness will actually expand quite a bit. So you'll become aware of if you're inside ventilation or air conditioning systems, sounds of airplanes or cars passing outside. You might even become aware of the sound of your own breathing. And we're just going to notice these sounds. We're going to notice physical sensations. And as you relax and deepen your practice, you'll be aware of your thoughts. For example, this is a waste of time, or I'm really mad at Joey for him doing what he did. See if you can just notice what's going on for you and allow yourself to bring your attention back to this practice. Bring your attention gently back to your breathing. And this will happen throughout the practice. Your attention will naturally wander away, and you're just going to see where it goes and gently bring it back. And the focus of this practice will be visualizing yourself as a mountain. And to help us do this, as we breathe in, we're going to breathe in the quality peace, and just saying lightly in our minds, peace. And as we breathe out, saying mountain. You might just bring to mind the image of a mountain. Imagining that your feet on the floor, your body in the chair form the base of the mountain. Moving up your body to your head, which forms the peak. We're going to ground our consciousness with the concentration on the words, breathing in peace, breathing out mountain. And naturally, lots of different stuff will come up. Emotions, thoughts, physical sensations. After a minute or so of practicing, you might need to find a more comfortable seated position. Feel free to stretch out and find a way that your spine can be somewhat straight with its natural curve, and you can sit effortlessly. Tuck in your chin just a little bit. Helps your spine expand. And return your attention to breathing in peace, breathing out mountain. And if you can, just bring to mind the image of a mountain. I like to think of Mount Rainier since it's one of our biggest ones up here in Seattle. But really this is a creation in your own mind, so you can draw it as you will. And it'll be somewhat impressionistic. It might be kind of vague at first. You just bring in into your mind the quality of mountain and maybe the image of it as well. And if this works for you, the more you practice, the clearer and more defined your visualization will get. So as you're aware of your breathing, coming in and out your nose, breathing in, peace, breathing out, mountain. You might notice thoughts are coming up. How long is this going to last? What am I going to make for dinner? Are we going to be on time for our next appointment? Imagine that each of these thoughts is just a cloud floating by as you sit as a peaceful mountain. If it's a subtle thought, it might be a small wispy cloud. If it's an angry thought, it might be a big thunderstorm. Just notice those clouds and return your attention to your breathing. If you're sitting for the first time, you might notice a lot of agitation. Just see if you can't be aware of what's going on for you physically and mentally. You might even imagine that it's like an avalanche happening on a mountain or a forest fire. There could be really large events that happen, but it doesn't change the essential quality of the mountain. Your kid might have crashed your car, but it doesn't really change who you are at the core. And you'll need to deal with that when you finish this practice, but maybe you'll deal with that in a little bit more peaceful way. Something that's more in integrity with who you are. So whatever arises, whatever thoughts or emotions, just notice them as passing clouds or aspects of your mountain. And breathe in peace and breathe out mountain. And when you do this practice, just set yourself a little timer or follow this video so that you can know you can take a break from whatever it is that's going on in your life, and you can deal with it at the end of that short amount of time. Whatever arises during your meditation, you can deal with it when you get back up again. And see if you can't bring this quality with you through the rest of your day as well. You're going to be doing things, washing the dishes, driving your car, shopping at the grocery store, coaching a team. Whatever you're doing, your attention's going to wander off to things that bother you or distractions. See if you can't just notice where your mind goes and gently bring it back. And over time, it's like charging a battery. You develop a greater capacity for dealing with whatever arises in your life. And whatever arises, it usually won't change essentially who you are. And it's really good to know that on an experiential level from doing a practice like this, rather than just thinking the weird thought about it. And thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great day.